Hello viewers, and welcome back to Allayi on Endless. What, really? In the middle of my intro? In the middle of my intro, somebody's reducing the population of my cities. Gee, I wonder who. Alright, we gotta get our approval under control so that we can get some security so that we can stop with all the spying. Okay, so let's take a moment. Recontextualize. How is this game going right now? Well, first of all, I have a score of 451. There's a player in the game who's pushing up on 4,000. So that's not, the best. Purple is 22% of the way to an economic victory, 44% of the way to a diplomatic victory. And as far as unlocked technologies go, Purple's north of 45. Basically, Purple's winning this game right now. I haven't sneezed once all day, and I was like, okay, great, this new allergy medication is really working. The moment I start recording, there it is. Alright, so, basically, Purple is winning. Purple's winning a lot. Now, we are not in a position where there's nothing we can do about that. Let's have a look at Purple's cities real quick, actually. So, Purple's got a lot of low fortification cities right next to us, but Purple's units are pretty buff. 233 attack is a pretty serious number. So I still think that we're aiming for a quest victory. Alright, we're about to finish the ward in Parody. Do the other cities all have a ward? I apologize, it's been oh, you have a level unspent. It's been a couple of days here. Do you have a ward? You do? So we have to figure out a way of beating Purple, and I do think the quest victory is a reasonable way to go about it, but if we're going to win a quest victory, we have to be able to conquer 3 cities. We could probably take Red's last city. Possibly. And then we can try to take the 2 Purple cities that are on our border. This city is still missing a ward. And we need 4 pearls to even begin construction. So, what do I see? I see more than enough pearls out here in the ocean. Oh yeah, these guys are handling it. They're on it already. I do not remember what I was doing with these dredges or why they're pathing over to here. It sort of seems like they should be in on top, doesn't it? I'm sure I had a plan. Maybe I should watch the old episodes before I start recording. I don't know. It's a little silly that there still aren't gold extractors here. Would I be better off? No, I really can't afford to... I was going to say, would I be better off building a luxury intensifier, but I don't have pearls to spare, so... Let's do those in reverse order, actually. Yeah, okay. Let's have a quick look at our city pane. We still need a couple of heroes, obviously. Our city outputs are okay, not great. Science is starting to come along. Last episode was a little slow, in my opinion. This episode... it's going to be packed with thrills. Just you watch. Honestly, once we get the ward done, I don't think it's too many more steps before we need to be considering war. So, we actually may end up trying to take some cities before the end here. Wow, everybody's done with everything, huh? Alright, we don't have an active dust refinery anywhere. Yeah, we don't have any interesting quests. Just keep pushing. I don't really know why Purple is running around in my territory. I do not care for it. It's making me a little nervous. Alright, so Dasraj needs a ward. I'm going to go ahead and rush it because it's the last one, and it will take Dasraj forever to build it, naturally. Owing in some part to the fact that Dasraj has had population killed out of it a bunch of times already. It's frustrating. There's very little that can be done about it. I will say this, if we went to war with purple, we'd have to be pretty well assured of winning the game, like, really shortly afterward. Because purple will eventually roll over us with the infinite number of troops that the AI is able to generate due to its massive economic bonuses. Alright. So where are we on tech? How close are we to the next era? Alright, well we should pick up Inquisitor's Divinity. For sure. We're gonna need this as well. We don't need it, but I want it. And that will get us to the next stage. So we have to try to get our troops fairly modern. And then I think I want to try to build up a couple armies worth of guys. And then when it's time to go, we have to go. Like, we have to take both of these cities really quickly. Alright. Obtain a minimum of 8 blessings. How many blessings are we at right now? 2. 3. Okay, so we need a lot of pearls. Alright, well, we're only 8 turns away from winter. Yeah. Just waiting on winter, I guess. Well, there's no huge pearl deposits, but we should probably be scooping up these small ones. We have to buy 5 more blessings? Jeez. So we're going to need somewhere between, like, 50 and 100 pearls, depending on exactly which blessings I'd like to buy. I'd like to buy the special districts. Those always turn out to be useful. But those are 20 each, I think. All of our cities are small, which is a shame because the Allayi really do benefit from city building in a way that other empires don't, or rather to a degree that other empires don't. It's not a difference of kind, but a difference of magnitude. Also, man, this whole game, something is happening that is causing the AI to take its turns very slowly. I guess, you know, I've been talking about purple, but maybe I should declare war on pink instead. Maybe pink cities would be more reasonable to conquer. Vorloff has a legendary building right on the border between us, and that would be a great grab. How are his troops doing? Wow, these must not be upgraded recently, because that is very low. Alright. We turn our eyes to the north. We may or may not be able to take red. He will have all of his resources focused on that city, so it may be difficult to, maybe more difficult to grab than pink cities. I guess we're just waiting for winter here, mostly. You guys go back in garrison. So what, if I upgraded the design for the Delver and then had enough resources to actually retrofit them, I'd be able to have a powerful functioning army in very short order. Pex is looking like a good choice. Influence boost 3, I'm a little bit less concerned about. Well, it's certainly not bad. We're behind on science, we need to catch up. Okay, so we have a couple of science boost 3 heroes available to us. It's hard to imagine it being wrong to buy a science boost hero in this situation. So which city needs governing the most? Well, Parandy actually has significant population. Parandy can become a really impressive city, and it's less likely to be meddled with due to, you know, the AI not actually knowing where it is. We haven't seen any ships from any empires other than us and Red, if I'm not mistaken. So, alright, you guys need to grab these pearls. And then I guess head up and grab those. I should be just grabbing everything. We're gonna need as many pearls as we can get. Alright. So our plan is to go conquering northward. This is actually smarter too because there's a much shorter border between me and Pink. It'll be a lot easier to control their counterattacks, whereas if I got attacked by Purple, I guess it's not that much more space. I wish there was no way of penalizing the AI for spying on your cities. The only things you can do are catch the spies or declare war and conquer them. And it's a little frustrating. What is going on? And again, it may be that I'm allied with enough players that I can see almost every hex on the map. Yeah, wow. They have so many troops. What, I should be up on the diplomatic statuses of all the other players. I'm actually pretty curious. Are green and purple still bros? Yeah, everybody basically likes everybody, except red doesn't like... Oh, actually, that's interesting. Yeah, everybody basically likes everybody, except everybody hates blue. Alright. So, the other AIs are edging closer to victory. And I do mean edging, because it takes about 20 minutes for the game to calculate a turn anymore. What is going on here? Oh, cargo docks. That's actually totally worth building, if only for the approval. Well, no, we should probably try to catch up on science first. This city has a couple of anomalies. This'll be fine. Okay. Alright, we got lots of good things to build. Duke Unwin Weybridge. Wow. I bought my heroes really late. Everybody's still really low level. Alright. So we keep gathering pearls, we keep gathering tech. And we hope to have access to Mithrite and, what do you call it? The other one, Hyperium. But honestly, if we don't, it's not the end of the world, I guess. We don't have a lot of extractors built for, like, we don't have any Palladium coming in. That's something that needs to get rectified. Oh man, our buyout costs for buildings are so low, I forgot. I forgot about all of the extremely relevant Empire plans. And also, it's a little silly that I don't have these running. I guess I don't need the gold extractors. We're already fine on gold pretty much all the time. Right, yeah, we're generating gold quite a bit faster than we're... Actually, we're generating gold almost exactly as fast as we're using it. But cargo docks. Cargo docks are important. We need to expand out from these two cities, build a burrow so that we have access to the water, and then build cargo docks. Even at the cost of building an extra district, it's still approval positive. Alright. I'll try to take it easy on the spending until we get the rest of our governors. I do feel like I do feel like there's something I'm just not grasping about playing these guys, though. I feel like we are way further behind right now than we usually are at this point, without any of the other factions. And Purple just will not stop moving. Like, they have little armies, and they just need to move them back and forth. Just find a good spot for your guys to sit and leave them. If I didn't know better, I would think Purple is planning on declaring war on me. Of course, I do think that's what's happening. Purple's trying to figure out. Wants to have troops in position. He's trying to figure out. Should I try to eat orange? Could I just take orange? Oh man, we need a plating extractor here too. 291. Yeah, all right. We need heroes. We also need to get our gather on, because we have to have a stockpile of materials large enough to build weapons for our army when the time comes, and that means we got to start harvesting like a long time before that. Make hay while the sun shines. I don't that's not the most relevant phrase here, but actually we have an unharvested adamantine deposit over here too. Alright, do we have enough to hire a hero? We do not. Ooh. That's interesting. Somebody sold a guardian. Well, I'm certainly not paying 20,000 for a single military unit. That's ridiculous. Oh, somebody sold a really high-level hero, too. What level are you? 6? Jeez. Do you have equipment on as well? Yeah, wow. Yeah, so this hero got injured and then sold, because I'm assuming Blue was desperate to make up some sort of dust deficit. Well, we're not going to be able to afford to buy her, unfortunately. It would be nice to buy like a commander who's already in position to be helpful. I'm going to head back toward the center of this big open water area, so that when winter hits we can make for whichever pearl stockpiles pop up the biggest. Alright, well, our economy is going to be in a pretty good place once we finish all these refineries. We're actually already pretty strong on dust. Unfortunately, you can't just buy your way to a functioning, like to a good military. This is interesting. What is a Red Army doing here? Because you can buy the materials, and you can buy the troops, but you can't buy XP very easily. I guess to a certain extent you can, because there are buildings that can give you XP, which I never build, but maybe I should be building those, actually. Alright, so when we finish Plow Factory, we will be up on the next era. What are these legendary deeds? Complete 25 quests. Yeah, this one is one that the AI literally cannot get, I think, because they don't do quests. And this one is 30 population. That's never going to happen. And in fact, my citizens are being killed almost as fast as they're being born. Once I have enough heroes, we need to invest pretty aggressively in... Okay, here's the other science boost hero. We need to invest pretty aggressively in security tech. For now, all we can really do is finish hiring heroes. The benefit of having a governor is large enough that that I do think we want to focus on that first. Alright, Dasraj is coming along. Oh, my district's right. My district's cost pearls. Well, it's still Important to get them. I also need intensifiers. I'd love to build an intensifier on this titanium. Let's... Yeah, let's build a Garth. Man, do I want to spend the pearls? I don't. Wow, how do you still not have it right away? This city is so backward. Alright, we're gonna buy out a ton of stuff in Dasraj eventually. Once we are no longer spending dust on heroes. I guess this is fine. You just wait here a turn. Yeah, it's gotta be pink. It has to be. That has to be the right attack. So we will gear up for an assault on pink. Warloff and Amund should be pretty quick. And then he does have 100 billion units, and we will lose the game if we don't finish things up quickly. I think actually what we're going to have to do is take Gadanak first, bring all of our troops back ashore, and then declare war on pink, try to take his cities like within a turn or two of declaring war. Because the fact is, we just are not capable of maintaining a long-term war against AIs of this size with an economy as weak as we always seem to have. So we have one source of mithrite. That's annoying. One source of mithrite, no sources of hyperium. So what do we want to do here? Well, we could get mithrite and start making armor out of it, right? With the intention of making our weapons out of adamantium. That would help us with our resources a little bit. But I guess we can just make weapons out of adamantium and armor out of palladium, or vice versa. At least we hope. There's no more security tech available, which is our most pressing concern. We can't actually build these. What's the market look like on... Oh, we don't have that market tech. Maybe that's what I should research, actually. Pink hasn't banned us from the marketplace yet. Might have bigger problems on his mind. We don't need brigade system right away. We don't need signal corps right away. Industry tech wouldn't be useless, certainly. Actually, let's pick up the Borers Guild. I think that's going to be valuable to us. We do have pretty low industry in a bunch of our cities. So, where do I see big pearls? Actually, nowhere. Yeah, none of the pearl deposits in the ocean are larger than 2 dots. Ooh. Well, that was nice. I'm sure red is trying to pick up. Let's, I guess let's head this way. Red will get this one before we will, I'm sure. Alright, what about on the mainland? Alright, we can eject an army, have them run around scooping stuff up. Alright, we need to get to 8 blessings. We have 3. What's useful? That's right, we have a discount from a tech, the thing that we earned. So let's pick up this and this. Those are both really useful. And then I also want to pick up probably the chapel, 2 more, pearl hoarding, and the abbey, maybe? So what's that? 8, 12, 16? Alright. So we need quite a few more pearls. Uh... Man, this island this island has been very valuable. Yeah, and Gadanak turned out not to be nearly as good. Okay. It's a good start. We need to get like 40 points of pearls, unfortunately. Yeah, and we'll have to spend it all on buying blessings so we don't get to actually use any of it to build. It's frustrating. I feel like we've had a lot... Oh, hey, Festival of Dust finally happened. Do we have 2 Delvers in the capital? We don't. Alright, hold up. We should hire our last governor. Who's got compelling boosts? Dust boost 2, dust boost 2, dust efficiency 2. I like the focus. Oh, food 3, industry 2. That looks like a winner. Alright, Dasraj finally gets a governor. And, of course, population. It's weird how the AI has all this time to mess with me when I am clearly the least threatening player. Do they have a bunch of spies assigned to all of the other Empire's cities, constantly lowering their populations? My guess would be no, probably not. Alright, so we have 217 dust left. You know what? Screw building dredges. We'll just take the 2 that are here and move them over to the capital. Alright, so what exactly do we have to do for this? Produce 234 dust in the... Okay, yeah. Alright. So the Delvers faction quest, in case you're not aware, awards an item that you can equip on a hero, and it gives the city that hero is governing 15% approval. Or 15 approval. So, actually, totally, incredibly huge for us. I'm really, really happy. One of the main reasons that we assimilated the Delvers in the first place, honestly. Man, it is going to be slow going on these pearls. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there in time. I think that pink army is coming to grab these pearls. Alright, you guys get garrisoned. So let's see here. 2, 2, 2. These are 2 point. A pearl that has 2 points next to it maxes out at, I believe, 5 pearls. Yeah, it looks like it's 2 to 5. 3s go up to 9 or 10, and then 4 is anything above that. I don't think I've ever seen 5. There's probably not a pearl pile with 5 dots. But that means that we didn't actually generate any large pearl piles beyond the one that we grabbed already. Which means that I don't think we're going to get enough pearls from this winter to finish off our quest. Although now that we have a little bit of spare money, since we're not looking into hiring heroes, we might be able to trade with somebody. I guess the AI values their pearls pretty highly. That may not actually be feasible. Actually, the AI values their pearls way too highly. That definitely won't be feasible. Yeah, it's just been, I feel like, a low pearl game. In the last couple of games, we've had anomalies in our territory that routinely spawned 3 and 4 point pearl piles at the beginning of each winter, and we really don't have very much of that this game. Once again, on that front, as on many others, Parandy is by far the most valuable of our regions. Alright, sometimes additional pearls spawn during the winter. Hopefully that will happen. Make some of these piles a little bit more advantageous. And, I mean, there is still some area that hasn't been explored, that I haven't explored, and if Red hasn't gone up there either, then there might be some valuable, pearls up there. Okay, so what am I looking to spend money on right now? I guess just rushing buildings, right? So let's try to catch Dasraj up with the rest of the Empire. Yeah, I think at this point, dust is just a building resource. You know, don't I have seekers somewhere? You. These guys are way better at traveling and grabbing pearls than a bunch of delvers. I appreciate... I've been playing a little bit of Civ again. I played a multiplayer game of Civ with my girlfriend over the weekend, and man, it is so annoying how in a multiplayer game, when you hit end turn, clicking on literally anything seems to unready you. I love the fact that in this game I can hit end turn, I'm ready, let's go, and then continue to do stuff, and the turn will just end as soon as everybody's ready. Hopefully something they change for Civ 6. It does seem like, I don't know if they are necessarily trying to signal that they've played Endless Legend with their city district system, but it seems like they might be. I really hope so, because this game has a lot of great ideas in it that I would really like to see adapted into other 4Xs. So we want food. We don't actually have access to that much palladium. It's coming in pretty slowly. Our Skyfin is on +3 resources per turn. That's nice. I guess, given that we only have one resource deposit for this level of resources, we don't actually have to research the foundry. Yeah, let's pick up the ability to make armor out of mithrite. And that way we get access to the mithrite talismans for our governors and stuff as well. Could be useful. Ooh. Look at that. Alright, what else are we looking in here? Dasraj, right. Dasraj still needs to be modernized. Dasraj badly needs Inquisitor's Divinity, as does Antab. How expensive are those to rush? 667, not bad at all. Yeah, this combination of Empire plans is really powerful. I feel like I've been having industry problems a lot with these guys. Maybe focusing more heavily on dust is a solution. Get dust and influence going, and then go for this combination of Empire plans and just buy out all your buildings rather than building them. Ooh. Wow. We are way behind. Holy crap, we are behind. Man, this has been by far the longest of these on Endless series already, and I'm starting to worry that we're not going to win this game either. Oh, hey, we have 36 pearls. So let's buy you, and you, and you. Okay. 25 glass steel? What a prize! Okay, in Gadanak. With armor made of Hyperium, damn it. Okay, well, the AI is not going to trade with me because they never want to trade high-level strategics. So let's see if we can maybe buy some Hyperium off of the market. I think that might be, honestly, our only hope. Also, we have to get Red to either... Well, we either have to get Red to open their borders, or we have to declare war on Red early. But I'm concerned that if I declare war on Red and take Gadanak, it won't count for that, for the faction quest step that requires you to take 3 cities. Yeah. This is not going ideally. I didn't realize that green was so far ahead. It was purple who was way up on text when we checked at the beginning of the episode. Oh, Dasraj. We should be rushing this. Build that. You also need that thing. Okay. Hopefully that'll help a little bit with our constant population assassination issue. Alright. I'm definitely having a lot of trouble learning how to break the game down with these guys. No, my pearls. Go away. I'm gonna go get those ones too. And on top. Alright. Next turn. Next turn that will be slightly less likely. Yeah, this... low security. Real vulnerability with these guys. Oh, it has to be 234 dust in the capital, right? I totally knew that. And it's not even that hard. Can I do it with... Alright. Not 234 empire-wide, 234 in the capital. Although, again, the quest text doesn't actually say that. It does seem like they have a little bit of a problem with their quest text not quite being clear a lot. And listen, Amplitude. If you want somebody to help you write some text, you know, just reach out. My rates are very reasonable. All right. So how much does this building give? Is it 20? 20 security. That's a start. The security building in the next era gives an additional 30, I think. So those two by themselves, even without... Yeah, 30. Even without much help from your approval level, those two by themselves will make it pretty likely that you'll catch spies. Yeah, all of our heroes are so behind. Honestly, a lot of our problems in this game come down to a lack of dust. We didn't have the dust to get heroes early. We didn't have the... our buildings came along pretty slowly in a lot of our cities, and that's a problem that could be solved with dust. Well, if it turns out we do lose this game, which is starting to look somewhat likely, I think that we at least have a strategy for next time. Alright, well... Oh, Greldom, of course. Well, we don't quite have the dust to rush by this one. We'll have to wait till next turn. But we're starting to get there. Alright, and then just go back. Then just go back home. Yeah, if we do end up losing this game, we'll try to prioritize dust a lot more highly in the next one. Hey, I gave you guys orders. Go. So now we have pearls that we can actually spend on building, so we can start building Garths again. We need to get a few more pearls before we can actually build a Garth anywhere, though. No city can build a Garth for 8, I think. What does it cost here in Dasraj? It's gonna be... Where are we? 10. A chapel will also be 10. A chapel in Parandy would be really nice. Might be kind of a luxury, though, compared to building stuff in Dasraj, which is a little bit more vital. Alright, this is gonna... Actually, do I want to move up the tree? Do I want to just focus on this? No, I definitely want to move up the tree, partially because we have very few districts, and so improving that doesn't actually get me a lot of value, and partially because none of our cities are immune to winter, which is a problem that we need to solve. Yeah, you know what? Mining rights here will really accelerate our adamantium. Well, we're starting to injure the spies, at least. That's a start. As we gain approval and eventually construct that next security building, that'll turn from wounding the spies into catching the spies. Or at least disabling them. But it sucks. It sucks a lot. Purple's on tech victory in the near future as well. We can take a swing at that quest once we have Imperial coinage finished. We should try to stockpile dust a little bit so that we can potentially afford to buy out the Hyperium, even if it's expensive. Although I don't know exactly how much it'll be. I'm glad I researched the armor tech. So that's going to be on Zoyos Bright Slash. So actually, we need to bring this army back to a friendly territory so that we can equip him and then try to get into Gednek. I guess that's not true. I could just move Zoyos to this army. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's send these guys downward to pick up these pearls. Move this army back to the waters of Parandy. When they get back there, we'll reassign Zoyos so that we can re-equip him. That should get that done just about in time. Yep. Let's keep that up. It's working well. I see no reason to change it. Yeah. Underestimating the value of dust might be my my primary crime here. Alright, that's going to be okay. We're going to get this. Maybe not this game, but we're going to get this. And we keep learning things. This game went better than the last few, although to a certain extent that's on the AI helping me out by not pushing me early on territory. That said, even with this much territory, we still haven't managed to make the Empire happy. Assimilate Delvers. That's the lesson. Always assimilate Delvers. Try to do it as early as possible. Get the Band of Merriment going quickly. So it's interesting. We actually haven't had to worry too much about our minor factions. We've just kind of been able to get by with whatever. But there really is a lot of value in allying with Delvers as Allayi. The other thing I could see being really valuable is picking up a good ranged unit. Probably Herna's. Delver units are a little bit less good at ranged combat. Alright, so Imperial coinage in 2. Unfortunately, we're at one of those points in the game where there's not really anything more valuable to do than hit and turn a couple of times. Actually, let's get this done, because that's taken forever, and it would be really nice to have. Am I going to build a chapel? No, let's do Dasraj. Let's get the strategic intensifier up. Because that's a district that doesn't have an approval hit on it. And then we'll build docks, which are approval positive. Yeah, that's another thing about the special pearl-based districts that I hadn't really been thinking about. But the fact that they don't cost you any approval is really important with the Allayi. So, this game went really well in the beginning in a lot of ways. We got basically our neighbors were not interested in settling toward us for a long time. We managed to pick up a lot of territory. But our districts, our regions were actually very weak. The capital region was the only one that was any good at all. And then, on top of that, we had regions not generating pearls very much. So it took until, what was it? It was like a turn 130 before we could get to 8 blessings. You really want to be way deeper on blessings than that. His units don't seem to be very good. I think we can take Yadnek. We want to have at least 2 full armies of units, though. We'll try to negotiate peaceful passage into Gadnak first, because I don't want to conquer it and have it not count for the final faction quest. Alright, the Band of Merriment. Every hero. Quickly. To the Band of Merriment. Yeah, look at that. Only 44 dust to equip. That's gotta be one of the best talismans in the game. Alright, so we're gonna see a pretty big... I'm not even clicking on the hero here. We're gonna see a pretty big change in our approval value from this. And then I need to have a look at the... Oh, I just did you. Why did I click on you again? Okay. Oh my god. Our Empire approval value is almost happy. 69% is only content. I thought happy started it. Oh, you know what? It may be that the Empire approval status doesn't update until the beginning of the next turn. I thought 60 was where happy started. Maybe I'm a big idiot. That's possible. It does seem to come up from time to time. Alright. Parenting needs something new to build, because I was waffling on that. And then I saw the thing completed. Yeah, let's pick up the plow factory. We don't have quite enough to build a chapel anymore, but we will next turn. And Imperial coinage is about to complete, so we'll know if I can actually just buy the Mithrite we need, or the Hyperium, rather. Green and purple are both getting pretty close to victories. We have to do this as efficiently as possible if we want to have a chance. Huh. Is that right? Still says frozen waters even though we're in summer. Strange. Alright, we Resigo. Just push up to here, obviously. Alright, now that we have Imperial coinage, I think... Man, we are still pretty far off here. We need 6 techs. Well, we may as well... start getting these army improvements, because we're probably going to have to start fighting before the last era, unfortunately. I'm not happy about that at all. Alright. So... Hyperium is cheap, actually. What will it take to re-equip this hero with Hyperium? How much? Show me stuff I don't have resources for. Oh, only 7. That's not bad. So let's buy 7 Hyperium. Yeah, only 255 dust. I definitely over-stockpiled. So let's pop Zoyos back here. Hook him up. Unfortunately, having to unequip his sweet skull. Okay, and now we need to negotiate passage into Gadanak. So, let's see if Red is willing to be a dude about it. Mildly jealous. Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, we're not going to do it until we're actually ready to go in, though, because he might change his mind next turn. Oh, yeah. There's a ton of cities that finished building stuff and then did not get more stuff built. We probably don't need Inquisitor's Divinity in the capital. We haven't seen the capital get invaded yet. I think mining rights would be a good idea. We have enough pearls now to build a chapel. Is that actually what I want to do, though? No, I probably want to build a Garth here. Like I said, establishing cargo docks is really going to help our Empire approval. Yeah, we're finally coming along. Keep in mind, it's not like I totally neglected my approval either. Every city in the Empire has both a sewer and a market. It's just hard to be Allayi, you know? So yeah, we definitely need to expand our cities earlier because the Allayi districts are very efficient and very powerful. And part of the reason we didn't expand our districts earlier, in this case, is that we just have no territory where it... Like, look at... Where do you build in Greldom that the districts are going to be worth anything? Where do you build in Dasraj that the districts are going to be worth anything, right? So we definitely had some problems based on the crumminess of our land. Hopefully we can do a little bit better with that in the future. Although, again, it is as I always say, if you can only win when things are going well, you're not really good at the game. Partially wounded, but remained hidden. Partially wounded, but remained hidden. So yeah, and we're hemorrhaging population like crazy because there's no way to stop these damn spies. Do we have access to a... Yes, we do. We have access to a bunch of spy heroes. A bunch of forgotten heroes. So I don't know that it matters which one. We'll bring one of the Dabuo Ufosus out over next turn, and we'll start counter-spying on Pink. It's the only option, because raising security hasn't seemed to help very much. Oh, wow. 1398. Okay. Again, waiting for the game to calculate some very complicated turns. You know, when you have 7 million armies, it takes a little while to decide what you want to do with each of them. Man, it would be so tedious to have this many armies. Like, either you're having a ton of guys just stand around in defense mode, wasting money, or you're actually issuing... Like, I keep saying 1 million because I love hyperbole so much. But, like, actually, how many armies do we see of green here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27... I don't think I counted that one yet. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I may have double counted like 2 or 3, but I see 35 green armies. There is no reason for that, and it would be so tedious to play with 35 armies. I have to be issuing orders all the time, and... Alright, we have to get over here in position so that we can hit the ruin on the same turn that we negotiate passage, so that Red doesn't have the chance to revoke it on us to make us feel stupid. Because they absolutely will do that. In fact, they would be excited to do that, I'm certain of it. Alright, cargo docks, go. And we hire a spy, and I see the other one was purchased. And we infiltrate. Yeah, Amund. We need to level that spy up. Came with skill points. Alright, so it's pretty straightforward. With a Forgotten who is used for spying. You max out double or nothing. You can pick up one step ahead. Or you can head into the middle tree. But double or nothing is fantastic. Really, really powerful skill. I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing the Forgotten. The Forgotten will be next at a viewer request. Just after I had recorded the first couple episodes of the Allayi series, but before I'd posted any of them. And I feel a little bad because it's been so long since that request, and I still haven't actually gotten to put any Forgotten up because this has been taking so long. Hopefully we can get this under control here. It's still possible that we could win this game. Purple has an infinite number of armies, or pink rather. But the stats of his guys aren't really that impressive, and the cities themselves are also not really impressive. Alright, this turn we get to make our move. Man, we really have not... It's been almost an hour, and we really have not completed that many turns. We have to do so much waiting after we hit end turn. So, changes I would make for next game. A theoretical next game. Not that I'm saying that one will for sure need to happen. Better dust focus. We have to get the approval under control quickly. And the best way to do that probably is to build more Garths. They're so good. Look at this. Oh, that's the altar. Like this Garth right here. If I could zoom in a little bit and get a tooltip. Oh, it won't let me get a tooltip for my city center. There we go. Yeah, plus 15. Like these level 2 Garths are a really effective way of controlling your approval, and we have basically none. Honestly, that's the core of the issue, probably, is that I just didn't build my cities out. And like I'm saying, a lot of it has to do with the fact that I really can't, due to the way the terrain on which they're built, or at least it would be very inefficient to, but it's a real problem. Alright, so let's figure out red. You know you want to let me in. Oh, he's actually even less resistant than he was a couple turns ago, so we'll just give him a small amount of dust. I don't know. 200? 200 good? Sure. Man, that was expensive. Influence-wise. Also, who leveled up? Alright. Equip the new item on a monk and integrate that unit into an army on the map. Well, that should be fairly easy, considering we already have some constructed monks. So let's update the monk design. You. Okay, 3 more Hyperion. That's not a problem. The Hyperion is dirt cheap. How did I miss the 3 key so badly? Alright, you retrofit. Oh, I didn't. No, just the monk. I can't new army him because because it used all of his movement. Okay. Okay, fine. Alright, yeah, you can really tear through the Allayi faction quest pretty quickly. So we gotta wait for the Nemesis to reappear, then the Nemesis army gets completely thrashed. And then we find out if the last step of the faction quest is always the same or not. There's a couple of, a lot of the steps of the faction quest have a couple of variations that can appear. I'll just buy this. That's fine. I want one monk out. I don't know, it says integrate into an army on the map. If I just make him his own army, is that going to be okay? It's time to find out. And 2 more population lost. Fantastic. Partially wounded during the action. Partially wounded, yep. It's crazy how partially wounding AI guys never seems to actually remove them from the cities. I don't know how their spies heal so quickly. So I bet we've lost probably 10, 12 population maybe. It's been a lot. That's another thing we need to handle. Honestly, a lot of my problems come from the low approval rating, right? Because our city's security values would also be higher if our approval wasn't so low. We spent so long with our approval in a neutral or worse state, and so much of it has to do with not building out the cities. Alright, the Nemesis is back. Hey, we'll get 30 Moonleaf when he is destroyed. Yeah, okay. So we do not, unfortunately, have the option of allowing the AI to kill him for us. So I guess this would be a good time to upgrade my unit designs. Or, you know what? We'll save that. That can be the beginning of the next episode. For now, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the series, leave likes or something, you know, do YouTube stuff. Come back next time for what I'm sure will be the end of this game. See if we're able to eke out a quest victory. We do actually have a plan this time. And we'll see you then.